So before we move on to part 3, I just want to make sure everyone gets this straight for anyone watching. I do not want anyone attacking this person behind this thread, okay? Like, I'm pretty sure anyone with common sense knows this. Don't attack anyone. Don't attack this person who did this thread, okay? Like, sure, we can make fun of her, at least her ideas, we can make fun of her quote-unquote criticisms of Mecha. But do not go out and personally try to find her, attack her, all that stuff. We are better than that. I think everyone on this panel here can also agree.
Yes.
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 Yeah. Also, I'll say this. If we find out you've done it, and you probably would have done it online if you were that dumb, you will be the next topic of snark for us. Nice. And we will be less merciful than we are now.
So, let's move on to part 3 of this series.
So we're on point 12.
Yes, we are now on point 12. So, point 12. Listen, any fight you do with these metal abominations, ooh, strong wording there.
That's too strong.
Listen, any fight you do with these metal abominations will at least be 5 times cooler if you just allow humans to use magic and elemental powers instead. Oh, what was I saying before we started? That this person is into fantasy more than mecha, but the problem is, it's just as unrealistic. What did I say?
And I got one
probably
thing.
even more so because you could one day be able to build a giant robot. No one is able to use pyrokinesis.
Not that we know publicly. I will say that if that comes out tomorrow, I'm just going to say that right now.
That's a whole nother.
And also, I would say one thing. 90% of Get a Robo's attack, the entire franchise, you can't copy any of that elements because the whole point of Get a Robo, if those who don't know about it, you do too, because Get a Robo Arc is coming out next year and it's going to be awesome. The point of Get a Robo is that it's a robot made out of 3 jets that, depending on the combination of the jets, becomes a different robot, and requiring 3 pilots to operate them. And also, it contains a lot of cool moments like Stoner Sunshine. Just look up that, Get a Robo, Stoner Sunshine. You can see it in Super Robot Wars games or Get a Robo Armageddon. You can't copy that with magic. With some aspects you can't, but it wouldn't be as cool.
Well, with magic, you could come up with something close to it, but you're not going to perfectly replicate a giant robot throwing essentially a giant sun, a miniaturized sun made out of Geta rays. Like,
or Koji and Mazinger throwing rocket punch. You can't really do that because, humans like our arms. We like our little hands and arms.
Right. Well, again, back to the point of, maybe not with our current technology. Who knows? Maybe in the future we will be finally able to get those sweet rocket punches because that's what we all love. So, anyone else want to say anything about point 12?
Like, seriously, if you're bitching about unrealistic bits, I swear you probably are a fantasy fan to an insane degree. The bias is now showing heavily here.
Comment, you were kind of silent a bit. You got anything to say?
Well, quite frankly, y'all bring up a good point. And I don't have much to add.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, we'll start with you. Comment on the next one.
I was about to say that because I've been having to go back for water between recording bits.
Oh, that's fine, man. That's fine. So let's go on to point 13. Oh, this one. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Robots are characters that are not characters. Without emotions, they can't have meaningful development and just serve to bloat a cast that would otherwise be fine. I'm sorry. What about fucking... Have you seen any of the Brave series? Like,
my kind intensifies.
Oh my god!
Black, go! You probably got something.
Starscream.
The Transformers.
I have something even better for this bitch.
Armada Starscream.
Because you learned with that comment, you're going to
wait. Servant. Comment. Go ahead.
No, before it, let me be specific. Armada Starscream and Dinobot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Transformers Prime kind of tried to do a little bit with Starscream, but that's a whole
No.
other thing. Servant, now you can continue.
I don't even have to go into Mecha. Lieutenant Commander, then Commander Data, Star Trek Next Generation, pretty much the entire series except a few parts. No emotions, yet some of the most great character growth and depth in a character, and he's a freaking android.
Exactly.
Deal with that.
Wally.
Wally!
Wally's
Wally.
even better. We don't even know if Wally can actually experience emotions, and yet look at the freaking range on that.
So, wait, so are you saying? So actually, let's go a little bit deeper into this. So let's say that the counterpart that this person will make is that robots are only simulating emotions. Therefore, that doesn't make them actual characters. I'm sorry, what?
I don't even know where to go with this, dummy, because there are humans who literally cannot experience any emotion and learn to fake them. Your point is invalid by modern day science of the human brain.
And again, if we're gonna go back to being realistic, then yeah.
Oh, this person is gonna continue on point 14.
Oh, isn't that
If
fantastic?
I may,
Yes, go ahead, Nick.
So before we continue, how many more points are there?
I think 21.
There's 22 and a wrap up.
All
Okay.
right, so Nick, go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, mobile suit Gundam. A lot of mecha are just mechanical suits for the humans that pilot. That said, your mileage may vary.
Mhm.
Every single piece of fiction that uses a robot uses them differently. Some will have emotion, some will
Mhm.
not. Some will be suits, some will have their own personality. Some are evil, some are good. Some explore the nature of like human robots with emotions. Some don't.
Mhm.
It's like, what are you to say is this character or not? R2D2 and C3PO are characters, and yet they're robots.
Yeah. So, and point 14 is a continuation of point 13. So,
More.
continue
I want
on.
to say, I want to say
Hmm.
this. This is probably
Yes.
my favorite, one of my favorite fictional robots, the Iron
Oh.
Giant.
Oh, yes, the Iron Giant.
Technically a mecha.
Technically a mecha.
Dude, that is my favorite animated movie ever.
Yeah.
Superman.
Oh, dude,
that's
whenever I
great.
think about that scene, I have trouble, not crying.
Yeah.
Even grown adults cry at that. And this is
it's
new grown adults who cried at that first time they saw it.
Look, men can't cry, but look, I don't mind. I get emotional at that point. It's
Ha.
great.
Men don't cry.
Yeah, let's continue. Let's read
All
this
right.
point and give it to Black Comet.
Yeah, okay,
No.
point 14. Continuing on point 13. Did my voice just crack there?
Yeah.
I don't know. Giving your robot emotions is just a sham to force a scuffed theme that will take your readers out of their work. See Near Automata. Robots in the work of fiction is just a rabbit hole that leads to this point. Wait, what?
What?
Nier Automata's theme was not forced. In fact, the reason you give Nier Automata was exploring the topic about whether the emotions that the androids are experiencing and the machines in the game that you fight and kill are real emotions or just simulated. Like, that's the whole point. The whole point is that humanity's gone, and yet you see these machines and androids continuing the war that the humanity and the aliens left behind, and the machines are trying to become like humans, yet it's treated creepily, and it's a huge existential point. And you're saying that it takes readers out of the experience? No, themes are what you read stories for. Yes, some stories are made just to have fun, right? That's most mecha. Most mecha are about fun, but there are some mechas, like you got Neon Genesis Evangelion, and you got the original Gundams. Like, Gundams is a franchise built on the theme about not just like war is bad, but how complicated war is. And then like Nier Automata, there are some mecha elements, like literally they have like flying mobile suits.
Hell, even
That's
some of
not
the
big.
I'll say hell, even some of the more like fantastical fun mecha, like Mazinger and Get a Robo, they also address certain themes as well.
You have the power to become either a god or a demon.
Or the theme of progress. Is it good or bad?
And even like Mike Gine, like he's the hero of justice, and even it explores some of it that Mike Gine does not have emotions. Yes, he does. He has the heart of justice. Like,
Literally. Okay, so the Brave series that came after Mike Gunn was Jake Decker, which whole theme is called the whole theme that at least the people behind it said is heart. Heart, as in robots learning to have heart. What is heart? Like emotions, like a robot with a soul. Like, can robots have emotions and all that? Like, that's what the whole show explores.
like Xenonic, like Megas XLR. What's the theme of that?
Chick stick giant robots. It's fun.
Well, but there's other elements too. Like there's a whole time traveling element that talks about like about dealing with the future and stuff, how it affects the past and affects the future. Like there's even isn't the like it ends with Coop facing an evil version of himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how they left it off. There was actually supposed to be another season, but that's a whole nother video.
Yeah, that's a whole other can of worms.
I'll be right back. I gotta grab more food.
Alright.
And while he's doing that, remember, people, if you haven't already, like video, comment, subscribe, share,
yeah.
do all the fun stuff, hit the bell. Also, if you need to, pause and get some water. This is a long one.
We are now, so at the time of recording this, like, I record this like in separate videos and stuff. We're gonna split this up, but at the time I'm recording this all as one big video, and I'm gonna chop it up. We're like almost an hour and a half into this, and this is
Granted, we've been taking breaks.
true. We've been taking breaks.
Mhm.
That is true. So, I think pretty much we've covered point 14, which was a continuation of 13. And do you want to, guys, wait for Nick to come back, or do you want to continue going on?
I think we'll end the video here and here, oddly enough, and let him come back because I think we all need a break as well.
Yeah,
That
this
is true.
is going to be an incredibly short one. So
True, this is a short one, but nonetheless. So
Sometimes a short one's handy like that.
yeah. So as Survey kind of did the whole outro already, but for the sake of it. So remember, people, if you like this content, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, comment, share the video, do all that jazz. Right?
Mhm.
yeah.
Right.